comfortable. Don't step away. Like if you are still with them, I can get it. That's the most happening about. You're going down there. It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now, it's a rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, help you to us. We be clean, we be the hero. You just give us to us. And so all the rest of people. No job, no money people. Not just the political. Once you not get no money, rest the show your kids get poor. No opportunity for them. They say to help people, they bring for what they want to. Everybody people want you help. You treating the people. I used to say you have a lot. It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. That you give the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. It's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you're going to change things. But we not seeing pictures. I'm just saying you make me your rescue thing. We not seeing pictures. You made your cooperative value to CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You dance dancing, you wish you wanted. Now when they have given people suffering. You dance dancing, you wish you wanted. Now when they have given people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You know your rescue thing. I said, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question now. You give the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. It's a rescue. The people say not like you. You dance dancing, you wish you wanted. Now when they do what they got, they people suffering. You dance dancing, you wish you wanted. Now when they do what they got, they people suffering. Tell me who you rather do the rescue now. You know your rescue thing. I said, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now you give the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. It's a rescue. The people say not like you. People suffering. You dance dancing. You wish you wanted. Now when they people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You know your rescue thing. I said it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question now. You give the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. It's a rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Klein, Oliver Klein, Princess Alexa Vanja Colley, Jerome Roosevelt back on the show. Following a day off when they could not attend the program because of reasons we stipulated on yesterday. There are too many things happening in the country. We are told Sam Jackson is expected to be taken to the court. That is if he is not at the court at the moment. We are told the Liberian National Police already drew up charges against Sam Jackson in the death of his wife. We are told amongst all other charges, the issue of manslaughter
who you rather give the rescue now.
homicide,
I said, miss rescue.
aggravated assault, and several other charges could be on the charge sheet by the Liberian National Police.
You not give him the people what they want.
And I'm told Sam Jackson is expected to be taken to the court today.
Miss rescue. The people say not like you.
But again, there are concerns as to how and why was Sam Jackson delayed. Why did the Liberian National Police choose to keep Sam Jackson up to 4 o'clock
Say he was going to change.
before thinking about taking him to court? Is it a calculated attempt to ensure that by the time he is in court,
We not saying changes.
the insurance companies will be off for job for today,
Downsizing.
which could pave the way for a subsequent detention at South Beach,
You downsizing. You was haunted.
formerly the Monrovia Central Prison. And so this is a developing situation. We are hoping to get the formal confirmation about Sam Jackson's fate at the Central Police Station,
I say one question. Now you give the rest.
where we are told he's been arranged before the court of our country.
You give the rest.
There are too many things happening in the country. On today, the Headquarters Construction Committee of the Congress for Democratic Change paid a visit to the site. They had a tour on the site today. Oh, yes. The committee visited the site today with committee chairman Jonathan Fonanti Kofa leading the team of committee members at a very gigantic CDC headquarters. The ground floor was done.
People say not like you.
The basement was done. The ground floor already done.
We to change things. But we not seeing changes.
The elevation of the basement was done. The elevation of the ground floor was done.
We not seeing changes.
The first floor elevation is already done.
CDC and Unity Party.
And so the elevation of the third, fourth, and fifth floors.
I give them people suffering.
I'm saying there's the elevation of the second, third, fourth, and fifth floors
I give them people suffering.
is exactly what the contractors are about to engage into.
I said,
And so that building will be the tallest building in Congo Town.
I wanna ask you one
Oh
question.
yes, that's what I'm saying. The CDC headquarters is going to be the tallest building in Congo Town.
Why they want that you say you give the rest?
Okay.
It's the rest. The people say not like.
Like I said, the CDC headquarters is going to be the tallest building in Congo Town, Monrovia, Liberia. The basement, the ground floor, the first floor, the second, third, fourth, and fifth floors will be completed according to Chairman Kofa in record time. In record time. But again, that's not the main conversation of the day. The main conversation is the growing perception amongst members of the Unity Party that they are going to cheat in 2029.
I'm just saying,
What is fueling this particular perception?
we not seeing changes.
Why are Unity partisans thinking that the only way they can win election is to cheat?
They can conclude.
Why do we see Unity Party people and their supporters thinking about cheating as the alternative way to win elections?
You was haunted.
Okay.
But I give them people suffering.
And so today, Jerome and I,
You know your rescue.
with Alexa present, we're going to be having that conversation.
I just wanna.
We're going to be brainstorming as to why will Unity Party and their supporters,
Do not give him the people what they want.
why will Joe Bwaka and his supporters,
Let me ask. Mr.
why will these people think that the only way they can win election is to cheat? Why is that perception growing? Senator Dara Dillon said CDC had power, they took it, and so the way they got power, CDC would not take it. The contextual usage of what he said, the contextual framework under which he made that particular statement suggests that the Unity Party is going to do everything possible, even if the Liberian people choose not to vote them.
You say you was going to change.
In my opinion, that's what Dillon was trying to put forth here on 87.9.
We're not seeing changes.
But again, while we're trying to round down on the main topics,
Unity Party, they can walk.
be reminded that today President Joseph Bwaka, while addressing a particular forum at the JFK,
We dance.
the president was talking at JFK, the current go up.
But I give them people suffering.
President Bwaka was talking to some people in the JFK LEC go up.
I said,
The very LEC your government said the fix. You are talking to LEC to JFK today, the current go up. We get a video. And they were telling the children who are recording, saying, "Phone off, phone off, phone off."
The rescue.
But the other lady managed to do the video and she sent it to me. It's not gonna wait.
I'm like everything that's happening.
And so we got the video, even though it's short, but we play some. We play some of the video and we'll upload the video on Freedom Heaven page today. So the president was talking, making people, I ain't being the country, I country better on the country do more. The country do more. Then the player got that EPM and sharing the album, yeah, go from. But again, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation after Crime Stoppers Liberia. Win Liberia as well. So it is on *255 *1#. We're going to pay you some money. Like I said, all of you who are winning, please call the radio station. Call the number that will pay you the money. Once you receive money, call the number. Those of you who are winning behind the scene and you are not calling, okay, that's your business. But once you win, call the number. We don't have the time to keep calling your number to keep asking how much you win, this and that. So there are too many people who are winning. So once you win, please call the number that pay you the money. We are giving $5,000 up today, and there are plenty of people who have received theirs. The more you play, the better your chances are. *255 *1# is the code. For those of you on Lone Star Cell and those of you on Orange, you can dial *255
You wish you wanted. Now when they
*7#.
people suffering.
Let's take a break to be right back on 87.9.
Now when they people suffering.
When they set that to inferior, if you accept your staffing,
Crime Stopper Liberia is a community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, people bring these after to your door. Stopping crime and make it richer than before.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia, Old Man Sam Cyan was the CEO of Crime Stoppers Liberia. Okay, Alexa, Jerome, happy new month. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Princess. Naku Mogel or model.
Oh, speaking of
Princess. I'm speaking of Princess.
You guys were not here yesterday, my show. Okay, so if you think you will do anything, I could tell you to go. You leave.
We planning, so you get there. Just wait for us. But anyway, let me say good afternoon to this Cecilia Logan. She has a very special way of greeting the three of us. So I'd like to say thank you, Cecilia. I keep following Freedom. And yes, as we continue to live, the people who have the authority to give us breath, they have given us another day, like all of us said, brand new week. And so it's April. The people with the plenty problem.
April.
Yeah.
Yep. April people got plenty problem.
All the world. The people always like to be the chief. Ask them.
April people ain't got plenty problem.
My man.
Jerome has.
No, I'm being
a
honest with you.
experience. So
Well,
he
I have
needs
to
share that.
got experience with people born in April.
All over.
Jerome.
All over.
Jerome.
The people, number one, in the first place, the people do not do wrong.
No, the April people they're very
They
considerate.
like to be chief.
No, listen.
Okay.
I mean, I know somebody who was
Princess.
born in April.
You said somebody, I tell you about people who are dead with. Princess, what's up, yeah? You said one person.
I know somebody who was born in April. The person is very, very good.
Okay.
You know, yep.
I mean, I think it's a good day. But I
In fact, one of my
received
pastors was born in April.
the church you resign for.
No, another church. Go ahead.
No, we can't just go. How many churches you? I mean, you can't just be going from church to church. You have to decide.
Oliver is now.
Let me say good
No,
afternoon.
Oliver, you have to decide.
No, I want to greet one pastor. Good afternoon to Reverend.
Your new pastor.
No,
or-
not my new pastor. My former pastor, Reverend Mose Yebler of the James Edward Marshall United Methodist Church. Yeah, I want to say how's up to you. Good afternoon. Very trained immigration expert in the country. Yeah. So
Is he still in the United?
yeah, he's there.
Methodist?
He's there. We left him there.
Anyway, I think it is a good day, And by the way, I
But he's a good man.
got
He's a good
a
man.
lot of complaints from a couple of people regarding Oliver's presentation yesterday.
Mhm.
I don't know what happened, as I had a lot going on yesterday, so I didn't follow, and I was in here. So I don't know what happened, but we're going to investigate. We'll get back to
Yeah.
we'll get back to you. But I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, and however you're joining us, would like to say welcome to today's presentation of Freedom Hub. I would also like to say Happy New Month to all of you. Just day before yesterday, I was saying we're like just a day away from getting in a new month. Or again, April is right here with us, and maybe in split seconds again we're going to celebrate May. So on we go. As we have seen a new month, I would like to say to all of you, brace yourselves, especially if you're in Liberia. Brace yourself because you don't know the drama that's going to unfold. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. You don't know the new challenges that are going to come your way. So please stay strong and let's keep moving as we've always been moving, especially with this government in power. I would like to say welcome.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay. So there are too many things happening. Like I told you today, we were here sitting, and President Boakai was addressing a forum at the JFK. Yeah, he was addressing a forum at the JFK. Boakai was speaking at the ear and hearing launch at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital in Monrovia. I have the video here. I don't know, Jerome,
To play it.
if we can turn the camera here, let our people see it. President Boakai was talking. The current go off.
Go up.
Yeah, the layer went off. I mean, as insignificant as you may think this is, but it is an exposure. It exposes how deceptive these guys are. That they will go and maybe mostly they're facing everything.
Everything's spoiling on the other
Not just
side.
everything's spoiled. Coring and go to hotel, motel, Kinju shop, cement shop,
But not a hospital.
not the government referral hospital.
The biggest.
The place where all the other hospitals say we can't make it.
Mhm.
The place was supposed to carry you, and not the place Corinth supposed to go. Even the security boot to JFK, should not go out of Corinth. Nobody must say, "Oh, now Operation War." The security boot to JFK should not go out of Corinth. No, it shouldn't be. There should not even there should be an automatic generation. Automatically, Corinth should be generated automatically. When LEC were there, by the time LEC just going off,
You have a backup.
automatically the generator should just come out. The current should just babble your Apple baby.
And they have a standby switch that they
Automatic.
use
Oh.
in different system and structure. So that you have been at the hospital there. But again, this is Liberia.
Oh yeah. So automatically, a referral hospital, the current just will do pimp.
For a second.
Thank you. In the blink of an eye. Blah, blah. I mean,
But Corey went, then the president asked him, "What my phone? What my this thing?"
no, so
Oh, they were giving you-
Yeah.
look, you see, you guys are not even the country, and I mean, it's just sorrowful.
Oliver, wait. Let me. Okay, go on before you forget.
It's fine. The thing is like the little way back. The small child just say they won't hold the water in the bucket, so that the child say they won't hold the water.
Just a few. Okay.
So when you get in the bucket, they hold the bucket handle.
Get-
They all in the bucket all in there. It can move. They got what they
But you know, it's the two of us. We taking the scene.
you guys are insane.
You know, my brother, we went somewhere. The police said, "You can't hold the rest." We take up, call me here. But we not able to talk about it. So they get all one bed. Then my brother put one here. When he come, he said, "What you want?" So we took one bed. There will be someone who can turn it right and then we start laughing.
So I mean that's how
And the same way
that's how the guys are. You fight, you want power, They give you the power now. The power just fighting in the hand, they can make it. Imagine
Everywhere making.
the president is at a program to the hospital, JFK. Can you imagine?
I think yesterday I did a status on the social media,
Uh-huh.
and I was saying LEC is the Deuce of the Devil's mentorship program. So usually when ordinary people complain about the situation with LEC, people don't take it way more seriously.
Mhm.
Now the president has experienced
At least it's good president.
not even at his home, but publicly. So maybe they're going to now summon what his name
The
is.
LEC boss?
Yeah,
No, but
you know,
they're not
maybe
gonna
they're going to call him out.
automatically they know that they can do nothing.
No, no.
I mean, you can summon the
you
man.
will use that or you can use your phone to switch it to the current.
So
That will be okay.
so I'm coming. Okay, this is Jerome's camera. I will show the camera directly on.
Is that going to work?
Yeah, well,
I want to try it. I want to try it. So hold on. I come and show Jerome camera directly on the thing. Y'all look, y'all watch it. And I see the current owner. So the current owner, people are enjoying it. We know. Okay, so I saw the current went. I saw the current went off. You see it? You see the current on in it? Look there, the current was go over.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Fine. So look,
but why they mention as soon as going when?
no, but automatically once the current is off, the microphone will cut off
yeah.
the sound system, and the president. Once the current goes off, automatically, once the current is off at that moment, the security will just run around.
They need to
Yeah.
protect him.
Oh yeah, because current go off, you're darkness now. So the security gotta go around, you gotta start talking. So
But
those,
he also know
so
that
those who were even recording, automatically they will tell you to put it. If you keep recording at that level, you may not go. So the nigga was just strategic. But you just cut it off. But that is how God can expose people. When you don't la, it becomes difficult. So this morning, we are told that teachers left the schools in Nima County. They are protesting. The story should be on some of the newspapers. That they left the schools in Nimba. They're protesting. The teachers are protesting for the students are protesting because their teachers left classes
for their salary.
for their salary. It is very, very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that the government will be owing schools, owing teachers in the country. It's very, very unfortunate and so forth. So that is a bit of the news happening in the country. So Sam Jackson is being charged to court. Okay, Sam Jackson is being charged to court. So he is how you call this thing? He is being charged for manslaughter and other charges. I don't know what is going to be the situation. Whether they will give him, whether they will allow him to how you call this thing? To be built out today. Whether they will allow him to go and do the filing of his bond, or he's going to go to South Beach, we do not know. But that is exactly where we are as a people, and that's exactly what we need to know. So, yeah, I think Alessa should have the rest of it. His family issued a statement this morning. Sam Jackson family issued a statement this morning. So, according to Spoon FM, they say Sam Jackson has been attacked by the Liberia National Police in connection with the death of his wife, Tony Jackson. According to the Liberia National Police, the charges include manslaughter, negligent homicide, reckless endangerment of another person's life. Reckless endangerment of another person's life. So one thing that is clear is that he did not murder the lady because they did not charge him for murder. They say reckless endangerment of another person's life. For example, when you do well in the community and you now you're not drawing water there, but you left it open. You now put plantas, you put zinc, you put plantas, zinc, and you barricade it so that people can jump inside. If somebody child will enter in our world, you die. You did not. I mean, you did not commit murder. You did not intentionally choose to kill the person, but you endangered their life. You know, yeah. You could be charged for reckless endangerment of another person's life because you left the wall open. You should have closed it. You should have had the system in place. So maybe the police will prove on how Sam left his woman vulnerable that led to her death and so forth. They also charge him of negligent homicide. Alexa should know what negligent homicide is. She's a legal student right now. So Alexa should know what negligent homicide is. And then the same manslaughter and so forth. So yeah, that's exactly what it is before we come to our main topic for today. Any prediction, Jerome? Any prediction?
No, in the first place, the delay. For me, I was very careful with the responses of the people in the country or the response from the society in Liberia, how people do not have proof. And then we say, oh, the man, wife. Our people need to be careful because imagine how the South African society is with the issue of xenophobic action from South Africans.
Good.
Obviously we have some Liberians in South Africa. Now it's gotten to the point where it's didn't murder the woman.
Good.
So imagine if South Africans were to respond against Liberians
living in South
Africa.
Because of some fully people who feel the same guys support this other party, and because of that, they go after him. Or
then today now the police say, oh, like you said rightly for everybody to understand, he didn't murder, but because maybe he left his wife and went to the radio station, which the police can justify, say, oh, the woman was sick, you supposed to stay before, perhaps you should have taken her to the hospital, or maybe you and her torso, you shouldn't have done this. It's another thing for the police or the government to prove.
Good.
But the way the people can take things, like we said, the system of the society is gullible. And with the government, to be frank, I have a very serious issue with this government. And everybody thinks that once Oliver is not connected with the government of Liberia, especially the government under Joseph Boakai, they will put you on the negative. But once you are not part of them, they will put you on the negative. They were justifying somebody who raped a 13-year-old girl. You should go for autopsy, you should bring pathology, you should bring this, you should bring that. But when it comes to people who go on radio and on the social media to debunk some of the things the government they are saying about, then they get you as an enemy. So we'll look at the case, we'll follow the case, and with the latest charges, I think some of us we have been exonerated. And we always stand for the truth, and I think we believe in the law.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we have done well, and I'm saying we've done well because we have exercised restraints. I don't remember us having a conversation about Sam Jackson's incident, the death of his wife. We managed to have stay of everything that has happened with the police involvement. And just exactly what has been happening even after Sam Jackson had to stay 48 hours at the Monrovia Central Prison. So we have done well, and it is because we believe that we don't need an extender influence, because usually we've seen from a lot of different cases, the Capitol building, when different statements are made prior to investigation that should be very independent. People, especially the guys from the LMP, tend to just focus mostly on what the public is saying, and they're going to use just the opinions from people in the public. So we've managed to just stay off it. But at the end of the day, I think there were different views from different people. And Oliver is right when he says sometimes the way you're going to be against or particular, maybe the sitting government. And this is the case with Sam Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people actually still believe that based on Sam Jackson's, critical stance against this government when he is a panelist on Spawn, this is one of the reasons why they're basically just on him as they are. But at the end of the day, again, he's not being charged for murder, which is murder is something that everybody know when you kill somebody that they want to call murder. So negligence, basically, you were careless because it also has to do with the same,
Mhm.
not being responsible when you should have been responsible, not paying keen attention when you should have paid keen attention to something that should have been prevented to some extent.
Mhm.
So that's where he is. But now the big question is, it is now 40 minutes after 4 p.m. in Monrovia. And Greg Coleman is now having a press conference as we speak. I don't know if it is done. I was just watching. I don't know if they're going to forward him to court right now or if he's going to be sent out because it is 4. And usually we know when the court can close, right? In a country. Is. So is it been delayed? That's also one of the questions people are asking. Has it been delayed because they want him to go back to South Beach, or what exactly are they trying to do? I guess we're going to follow because at first they had a pathologist who had carried out an autopsy, and after that, Sam Jackson's legal team also, wrote and they requested that they needed to have their own independent pathologists present as well because they were not informed in time
Mhm.
to have them involved with the one from the governor of Liberia through the Liberian National Police. So I don't know where we are, but I'm sure at the end of the day, this is also going to be one of the longest cases, I'm sure, based on the individual involved, because we saw the Capitol building case, they're still on it, based on Funanti Kofa and the rest of the other guys. So usually when you have these people who are basically just picking up and they're critical, they have critical plans, it becomes very, very controversial when they have critical cases. So that's where we are, and I'm sure at the end of the day, we're going to see what happens.
Okay, so basically, I just believe Gregory Como and police, as much as I think they have the statutory responsibility to investigate these critical cases, I still will not shy away from thinking that Greg is more political with the police uh, than being the law enforcement officer he should be. We saw the Boulevard Palace
Oh yeah.
manager deaf here.
And by the way, he was a South African.
Thank you.
He was.
We saw the Boulevard Palace manager deaf here. They say he tongue came out mysteriously. He drank something, this and that. We didn't see Greg Coleman apply all of the
Yeah.
the attention,
Energy, the
the energy they using here and there. We
And
didn't
we,
see.
and we recommended
uh, Thank you.
investigation.
And because apparently the people who were concerned were not visible in politics. Those who the people were living with, the children were there, co-employees, the entity. Maybe the entity didn't use to wear Unity Party or CDC T-shirt. So maybe the police decided not to make that an issue. We saw a situation here where um, the AFL soldier Bobby Mande, peace to his ashes. It was reported that he shot himself 8 times in the head. We play a family voice on the radio. A family said they don't believe that their child will shoot himself 8 times.
I don't even
8 times. This Gregory Como police was unable to investigate the death of that Liberian. Forget the fact that he was a soldier man. But the fact that he died under mysterious circumstances, the police should have launched an investigation. To today's day, the police cannot give us a closure of what transpired in the Bobby Mande situation. If there is, I still to be corrected. But let them provide.
And the guy who got missing as well, the soldier guy.
Sir
To
Harris,
this day, we are yet to get
we
any
hosted
report.
his family over 5 different times.
And even the police, the chief of staff,
The chief of
the
staff
armed forces
called on
Nigeria,
the
he
show.
called.
He explained all of the things he was explaining. We could not get here. We could not get the tail. Sir Harris went missing in November of 2024. We are in 2026.
Yeah.
April.
It has been 2 years. Huh? Yeah. November 2024, November 2025, 1 year. Okay, so this
Gradually we're going.
coming November. So we already in the second year now. 1 year, 12 months plus, and so forth. This boy This soldier man went missing. The Liberian National Police is yet to commission an active investigation into the matter. No, I'm not saying LMP not ready to investigate what happened to the late Mr. Tony Jackson.
Everybody wants to know.
That's not what I'm saying.
For family
But I
or
am
police.
questioning the pattern of investigating the kind of cases on the part of the Liberian National Police. So to this day, the man went missing. We can't find him. We don't know his whereabouts. You can think of the rest of the other cases. A Liberian citizen was found hanging on a rope in a police station in Lofa County, Florida. Something that delayed Lofa County from celebrating their county meet trophy. Because at the time they were to go to Lofa County to celebrate the county meet trophy, the citizens blocked the road. They said they wanted to know who killed the boy who was discovered hanging on a rope in Foya. And the autopsy was conducted. It became clear that the boy did not commit suicide, meaning he didn't kill himself. So if somebody killed him and had him hung on the rope in the police station, in the cell of the police. This Greg Como is yet to tell me, all the police officers who were on duty that day, is yet to tell us, the Liberian people, what's the status. Because once the autopsy report is out, and it says the man who was seen hanging in the police jail did not die as a result of suicide. What does that say? It means somebody killed him hanging there. Who were in charge of the police station? Police officers. This Gregor Como and the Liberian National Police is yet to tell us what has been the investigation and the findings. So you gotta stop. Yeah, let's be honest, you gotta stop politicizing this country, especially the security sector. Oh, you're jumping on Sam Jackson? And that's how when you pull out the Sam Jackson family stuff, when you have it, do you have it?
Is it a recent one?
Yeah, the recent one.
Okay.
The recent one, let put it out. And that's how we read what a Jackson family said. Please read that for our people.
I hope I'm going to see everything. So this was shared yesterday, and it said, it was yesterday. Press statement. Tomorrow, following Mr. Jackson's visit to the Liberia National Police headquarters, family will convene a major press conference. This is the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
This platform will be used to formally unveil and provide clarity on the circumstances surrounding the unfortunate demise of his wife, Tony Jackson. We will also address the sequence of events from the moment she was discovered in the pool of blood for initial medical attention at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital, where she remained for over 6 hours, and her subsequent transfer to the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, where she underwent a surgical brain procedure performed by Dr. Alvin Doe and his team. While we family believe in Mr. Jackson's innocence and remain confident that he will be adjudged not guilty before a court of competent jurisdiction, it is important that the public is fully informed of the facts surrounding this matter. Since the incident, Mr. Jackson has fully cooperated with the Liberia National Police and remains committed to doing so.
Okay.
Even if the matter proceeds to court. Yeah, this was yesterday, but they had.
Let me just see. No, I mean this one is okay.
Yeah.
You made something came out today.
No, this is the newest one.
Okay. So when we look here, please let me see it from this angle. So the Jackson man explained, and he said, we will also address the sequence of events from the moment she was discovered in a pool of blood. Her initial medical attention at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. So she did not die in the house. According to the Jackson family, she did not die in the house. And the family is quoting reputable medical facilities. They said she was discovered in a pool of blood, meaning the fall in blood. Huh? Maybe,
Abdul.
yeah, maybe she fell off, something happened, but she was bleeding, right? Now, they took her to the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital, according to the information, for initial medical attention at the St. Joseph Hospital. So it shows that people at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital treated her, they attended to her. Do you attend to everybody?
No.
I mean, when somebody died, you carry her straight to the mortuary, right? So there was initial medical attention given to her. So it means she did not die to the house. She was alive. They took her to St. Joseph Medical Hospital. Then, where she remained for 6 hours. So she spent 6 hours at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital.
So then who do you claim for negligence?
No, come in. I mean, they took her to the hospital. That's why we're going to the police. They don't come and get a case of court.
Yeah.
The whole country will know how things are being politically driven in this country. Now, she spent 6 hours at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. The hospital here, you can go to the hospital and go ask them. They must spend 6 hours here before you could carry her somewhere else because she did not die at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. Now, let's proceed.
Sarah went to JFK.
Then 6 hours at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital. I'm on the radio. 6 hours as there you go. 6 hours at St. Joseph Catholic Hospital, where she remained for over 6 hours. And her subsequent transfer to the John Kennedy Memorial Hospital. So after spending 6 hours at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital, they transferred her to JFK, where she underwent a surgical procedure that was performed by Dr. Arvin Doe and his team. And by the way, those of you who do not know who Arvin Doe is, Dr. Arvin Doe is a brain surgeon. That the man who can open your brain and work on it.
Yeah.
So after spending 6 hours at Catholic Hospital, they transferred her to JFK, and a brain surgery was conducted. Now, most of you who saw the pictures on Facebook, where the woman here were open and they get stitches, and say, "Oh, look at how the man bossed the woman here." Those were the funny narratives you were putting around.
Investigation.
The police went to examine the woman's body, and she right after surgery. Now, for them to do surgery on your brain, they gotta open your head.
And I don't even know who
Eh?
actually released those
An
photos.
unprofessional police
That
force.
may have happened. You cannot do that. Like that was to be very private because you're on an investigation. That's number one. But that picture was shared on the social media,
And that's
everybody didn't care.
it was shared for a motive. They shared that picture for a motive. The motive was Liberians are gullible. Let's put up the picture where they did the surgery on the woman here. When they see that deep cut, and the stitches, they will say the man banged the woman here on the wall, and they did the stitches and did this and that. No, they must spend 6 hours at Cali. Then they took her to JFK for the surgery. That was performed by Dr. Arvin Doe and his team. It was after the surgery, that she passed off.
So where is this negligent? Who do we
No,
believe?
so
Yeah, that's my concern.
the police will go prove it.
You're going to because this is already in court, right?
Mhm.
No, but
And this is one of the charges.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, it is whoever that's accusing negligence,
They will have to prove it.
homicide.
Yeah, but the discussion is
Well-
you cannot. Oliver, we have three parties here. The government are
Mhm.
4.
Mhm.
So the government is saying this lady died from negligence or manslaughter or whatsoever.
Mhm.
The person passed through 3 processes. One hospital,
Mhm.
from whom
Mhm.
another hospital,
Mhm.
and
So they will have to prove. They will have to prove whether or not the initial fall,
Yeah.
whether fall or not, they will have to prove the pool of blood on how it came about. Because somebody, the way we sitting, we can just be sitting there and I was caught by it,
No, it is not.
and we start oozing blood out.
Something
So
have
the
happened.
police will have to prove
That what happened?
that the initial blood she was discovered in was as a result of somebody's negligence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's own action.
Someone was not careful. Someone was being careless.
Thank you. Someone was being careless.
No, yeah.
So the police will have to prove that angle. The rest of the other proceedings to the hospital and other things, those are things that will play in Sam Jackson's favor because the lady was not discovered there to her. In fact, the woman went to JFK where they performed surgery that almost 2-3 hours on brain. Oh, you did surgery that Jika, whereby they put a you know how they used to take the Jika from the phone? They put saw on the Jika. Then the jigger can be licking the saw until when the apple comes out. Then the juke what they call. No, I mean, if you are a Congo guy, that's a business. But we grew up in,
I've
in,
never
in,
seen that.
I mean, we grew up in the native area. We know all of these things. So the point is, surgery is not ordinary.
Yeah.
Surgery will take time. So after spending 6 hours, then the time to take, and man, you Sam Jackson was complaining that he needed a car, he needed an ambulance to take the lady from Cali Hospital to JFK. And some people are saying, but if you have plenty of car in your yard, why you couldn't do it? Somebody who was under intensive, extreme situation.
And as a matter of fact, the person took the person to the hospital.
You don't put
So that the person was
from the hospital. You don't put that kind of patient in private car. You need to put the patient in a vehicle with medical equipment, which is an ambulance. Because that way you got a drip bag hanging over in, and that's how your car get big. I mean the woman will be sitting in the car, right? Oh yeah, ordinary car the woman will be sitting there, but the ambulance got bad. Yeah. The ambulance got stretchers. But ordinary car, I mean, the person who already stressed, you force them to sit down. That's
and the person who was bleeding. They need attention.
They need attention. So from Cali to JFK, you need a proper vehicle to transport. An attempt to have placed the woman in those small car. What they do? The real negligent homicide now are going to come in. Yeah, labor. So that would have been the real negligent homicide in situation. But the bottom line is, the police should do better. This police, in their action, all of what we've been seeing from their different operations, we only suggest it is unfortunate that the trained police that we know, nobody will lie to you. The Liberian National Police is very trained. No, I've been to Ivory Coast. I've been to other countries. I don't want to be derogatory about our neighbors and so. But the Liberian National Police that we know, except the police also going to RG who is political or very aggressive. But we have a police force with some of the best police officers you can find in the region. That's how trained our guys are. But you know the thing about second boss transfer. Anything your commander say, that's what you do. Now what you see the police and the citizens in Syria beef. Greg should stop politicizing this force. You should stop it. Nobody say you can investigate Sam Jackson and so forth. But the way you neglect other cases, the way you don't pay attention to other cases, is it because Sam Jackson been causing the government people left seat? He been doing it. Yeah, the man can do it on Facebook. The man can cause the left seat the hell. When they lie about LEC, the man will damn them all and lie and bring them to book. The man will expose them on all of the issues. Yeah. I mean, this man is an advocate. He's a political advocate. Yes, he supported the CDC, but before the situation, he joined the CMC, Musa Belede Party, and he became very vocal against the government. Also, because the man being very vocal, so the man will die. You know, after explaining every other thing, okay, fine, the police. I can't question the police for doing their job, but why the seriousness attached to him? Why didn't you apply the same seriousness to the Bolivar pilot man who they said drunk Coste?
Don't forget, Oliver, these are people who were looking their bodies to put on the street when they were in opposition. Right. So it's also possible they might be also in this process. Who knows?
There is a possibility. Yeah. So why are you attaching more seriousness? Why are you attaching more seriousness to the Sam Jackson case when you could not attach the same seriousness to the Bolivar Palace, hotel manager who also died under mysterious circumstances, and then also African. So y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. CDC was doing groundbreaking ceremony. The best people they say, oh, y'all not putting out of town. You people are having a nonsense $2 million homecoming program. Motorcyclists were passing all around. Even in front of Joe Baga Marshall, motorcyclists were passing the other day. I mean, you don't do that to the country. That's been selective. The police force is no political party boycott.
The man is standing in compound.
The police, no, I mean, we got a video. The Baga baby, another big horse right to that rehab area. We got a video. So, home is now a property czar. You know, he just buying all the horses around you. So, what we have, we are in careful. President Baga will send people that say, "Man, how much for your place?" Yeah. So, no, but I got a video. Hold on. hold on.
You,
Hold on. We zoom climax on the Sam Jackson thing.
Why I would just like to say this, right?
Mhm.
If you know me, whether it is from a personal perspective or not, you know how I stand against all forms of violence against women every now and then, right? As much as everyone wants to know what happened to Tony Jackson, how did she die, we're also seeing the same energy, the same efforts being, put into this entire case should also be shared with similar cases because we've had a lot of different people who have probably died from violence or something like that. In the end of the day, because they're ordinary people, we don't see a lot of these,
Mhm.
press things where the police is here, they're there, and LMP is doing this and that. Like we don't see any of these things happening. So LMP is to be 100% independent and 100% fair in whatever investigation they're undertaking. It is not just about them. Here we are with Sam Jackson having, is it 4 different charges combined? And I know everybody wants to know what's going to happen. So please, Greg and his men, you guys have to do what you have to do.
Okay.
You have to forget about politics because we don't want to be political, even though there is political under to some
This
extent.
man is politicizing
So we want you guys
of
to
the
be
issue in
fair.
the country. Stop. And in fact, Jerusalem with the conversation, we're going to end on it. Then we'll go to the other topic with Delon. Then we can go take calls. Jerusalem with the whole stuff, and that was very strategic. Why did Greg have to wait?
And he should have also held this man for murder if he has all the pieces of evidence. You know what I mean? Because all these different charges you're having, it means you know what happened, what didn't happen.
So
Yeah, so why wasn't he charged with murder? From the onset, people say, yeah, he killed a wife.
So my thing is the very motive to have kept Sam Jackson from this morning up to 4:00 before sending him to the court. They did the same nonsense to Dixon Sibo, Fanatic Kofa, Abu Kamaradin. Just to make sure that the people go to court, they go to sub-beach, they sleep there, they go release them, then they bring them back, this and that. Look, when you make the law enforcement entities to start appearing political, you are law enforcement officers. You are not political parties surrogates. Greg should understand that. Why you think the police uniform ain't got the party bash on it and they got a bash of the Republic of Liberia on it? Because you're not a political party surrogate brigade. You invited Sam Jackson in the morning. It was not today you tapped that charge sheet.
It cannot be what?
You had a charge sheet ever since you invited them in the morning. So listen, from the investigation we believe, you are responsible for homicide, the negligence, the manslaughter, and we are sending you to court. You have the right to your lawyer. You have the right to this, and the law is clear. Once he's not how you call this thing, charged for murder, he can secure a bond and go home. Why they assign, do assignment for the case.
Yeah.
So a police force that is not political, a police force that is not concerned about any other thing besides wanting to know what the real case, the real situation is, who will give the man order 18 before the 11 o'clock, Sam Jackson can start running to the insurance company, the lawyer go and secure it, they will start preparing for trial. But to keep the man, say, oh, you want to prove a point, that tendency is wrong.
Well, usually that in the morning. You go to the man in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You invite somebody in the morning, and at the end of the day, you keep them there, knowing that the court will be over. Even when the court is still open at that level, insurance companies will not be working to do stuff. This is wrong. You don't allow politics to interfere. America, other places, they will not do it. That's why when the American police, the American system decide to press charges against you, they've done all of their investigation. In fact, the investigators can divide themselves into two.
Yeah.
Why should we charge them for negligent homicide? The other men will come, they would demonstrate using the crime scene, they would look at the crime scene, they would demonstrate, defend it, go for all the laws, do everything. When the feeling will air, when they convince themselves in that room, they don't have to call you 4:00 or 3:30. They already show that when you go to court, they will nail you.
They're not lying on you.
They're not lying on you. But no, say they're not political about it. But sometimes when you call the man please that with the notion that you won't put in jail and you a secure ball, he go to court, he may likely walk out of court free. Then it means you just want to politically subdue him. And it is wrong to do to a man who is grieving. That's the intent. The motive behind you keeping him for in the morning to in the evening before sending you to court, for me, that motive alone can tell me that you have been political about it. What are the fundamental indicators for any crime to be committed? The intent. The intent. You tell me what's the intent of you inviting the man? That case is one of the high-profile cases we have in the country right now. So why didn't the police are doing the whole other money? You know, you investigated. The man went home almost 5 days in to the house. In a 5-day period election, you would have compiled all of your report, everything you've really decided. Inviting the man is just to present the charges to him, and call him and saying the court. In court now, you'll be on prisoner bench. The judge will ask the lawyer, I mean, your man is guilty. He said, okay, I mean, your man is being charged. They'll go look for the bond. They cannot find the bond now. Then they go to South Beach. Or you deliberately kept the man with the notion that by the time you were saying the South Beach insurance company will be closed and all that thing, that's when the notion they can do, they will call insurance company and say, so man, your insurance company, government will pay you. These are things that can create conflict. Stop muscling. Stop using the law or the legal system to muscle people. That's not the intent for the creation of those institutions. The police were never created, to fight another political rival.
Yeah, and it's just sickening that when you have people in government who were brought in by the system, by the law, because if we didn't follow the law,
Baga not going to be president.
They would not be.
No, we're not going to follow the law, and that's why it can break our heart.
Yeah.
When we see Joe Baga violating the laws of our country.
Yeah, and people will come in defense
because you became president because of the law. If not for the law, Joe would have said 20,500 vote difference. What the hell? I'm not going to accept it. And I would say remain president, and then the only thing that we would have done in the country, we would crack some squads.
Yeah.
Those who don't rap it. Those who don't leader. Maybe they will say causing law, and Joe they didn't want all of those things. Say, okay, let's leave it.
And they would think you stupid. That's the point.
And that's what going to take us to our next conversation.
Yeah, they will think you stupid.
That's what going to take us to our next conversation.
And I think the Liberian people, Oliver, they should embrace the past regime, whether you like it or not.
And we're going to reach to that level.
Yeah.
So my take is, as we wind down on this particular Sam Jackson issue, Greg Como, with all due respect and whatever the case is, you would need to stop politicizing our police force. I mean, I don't know what your intentions are, but we did not see you actively involved in the process that brought the party to power. Maybe you were working on behind the scene to train somebody picking who were prepared to cause trouble. Granted, maybe you did something behind the scene that we don't know. But you were not political. We don't expect you to jeopardize the sanctity of the force. Because at the end of the day, you will ruin the image of the police force. People want to see the force as a credible force. Do you know that there are some people who are afraid now to go to the police station? Because when you start to make the police appear to be a partisan police, other people who are not from that political party will feel insecure to go to the police for redress when things happen. And that is a recipe to breed, how you call this thing? Lawlessness. Because when I not trust the police anymore, I would do jungle justice. You got to stop. Sooner or later, you would have arranged them before the court and stay in the court. So keeping there,
you are not on purpose.
Thank you. So keeping there up to even hour. I mean, it's political now, nothing else. Because Sam Jackson can cause your left seat. Oh no, the paper is good at causing their left seat. No, but what is left seat?
Please.
No, but because Sam Jackson keep insulting. I mean, they make a deal with them.
And they are the people who can embrace insults when they're in opposition, but they don't like to hear it.
Thank you.
And they get angry.
So please, we will be watching the case closely. And we all know, I mean, it's a sad thing that we are discussing human being life this way. I think if somebody is responsible for Tony's death, the person should be held accountable. But the process of holding people accountable should be void of suspicion. Because even the very law, and that's why I say, hopefully we'll do law. The very law says, for a guilty verdict to be handed down, or for any judgment to be made and acceptable on the legal, or reasoning, it says that verdict, that judgment should be done in a way that it will meet the satisfaction of everybody beyond all reasonable doubt. That you kept Sam Jackson from in the morning all the way to 4:30.
Oh, the police they have
Huh?
have just released a report or an update, whatever it's called.
Okay, I mean, we'll do it some other time. Okay, me jump to that. But okay, I kept it all the way to yeah, because something interesting to bring it forward. But I've kept it all the way to the time that's doubt creating in my mind. You think if you come up with any verdict, I would trust that verdict? They say the verdict should be beyond all reasonable doubt. Once you kept the paper that time to the time, you really give me doubt. Why? You know, why give you all the way the time if you got any other different motive, if it is something other than this and that? But you know, that's where we are. Let's how we going through it while we trying to transition. There is a whole conversation in town today, and that's what we want to spend time on. Quickly, we'll go take course and go home. Did you find something?
Oh, they have a lot. They're they have a lot. I just came through right now. And they
Okay,
have a
so
lot.
we'll look it up another
So
time.
they have key findings. They talk about pardon for prior violence. According to them,
Mhm.
they have evidence indicating that the victim was subjected to repeated physical violence.
Or repeat that. physical-
Yeah,
Uh,
over the period. And according to they also have a photogenic evidence,
uh,
you know,
of
of what they're saying. Physical violence, witnesses also accounted, have documentation. I think that documented as
Yeah,
so
taking a
social
picture.
media.
so
No, no, wait.
That's the same thing they
Remember-
were doing with that Capitol building.
So what I want to say,
Uh,
when Sam Jackson was taken to the central prison, we had a whole social media thing where you have messages, allegedly from the late Tony Jackson to her friend, and there were pictures as well. So I think these are the things the police are talking about because we've seen those things on the social media.
So-
and I see why they were afraid to
Yeah.
charge this man with murder.
away from that, look, let me say this to you, Jerome. I can have a tendency of drinking alcohol excessively, or somebody can have a tendency of drinking alcohol excessively. The person could die from drinking water, from drinking excessive water. Now, do you come and say, we got record what it makes you get drunk, you can't get water and lay down? But maybe that day the man drank some of water where was not, secure. Maybe it had something in it, and someone ran, people were not around, carrying the hospital, and somebody running until the pin came. It's still not enough. But let it go handle it their way, right? Sam Jackson got his lawyers. The lawyers will look at it. The man you say you got record that man used to be a woman way back. So it means the fact that they found her in the pool of blood, it means that he be here for her to die.
So all the medical record the people been showing to the government,
And
they
they're
don't have
also,
time for that one.
Uh-huh.
They're also admitting here because Sam Jackson talked about seizures, right?
Uh-huh.
And so there's a part here. They're also
Admitting
saying
that the
the
woman.
victim had a known medical vulnerability, which occasionally resulted in
Oh no, yeah,
seizures.
No, I said that's
let's
one of the
move
things.
So I come again. What I do believe is all these things are written here because we saw these things on the social media. Sam
Yeah.
Jackson himself said some of these things, by the way. So I guess these things are repeated, but in terms of, all right,
You
I don't know.
know what the police trying to say?
Legal
No.
terms
You know what
or
the police trying to
security
say?
terms, whatever it is.
I Jerome Roosevelt okay, have had a record of fighting over 5 different times on the football field before.
Mm.
So on this day, they already on the fight, so now somebody
Go court.
will cut. Will either cut on your eye or Jerome mouth twist, and this and that, right?
Yeah.
Or 5 6 different times enough for in the community. So all of a sudden, the people just discover one of them lying down in the pool of blood. And the assumption is that seeing the Jerome man, the two people again, all they be fighting. That the other man, no, listen, it's not funny.
They're fucking all over, because that's not how you do law.
Because you at that
Or
moment,
investigation.
you did not see the man, you didn't see the two people fighting and one person clapping.
Yeah.
So they just meet the other man there and say, okay, there is a pattern that okay, and Jerome always fighting. And so seeing the man laying down and the other man doing. I mean, that's bull crap. But y'all go to court. Y'all go.
Oh,
Y'all,
yeah, we'll be
you know,
following.
yeah, y'all go
Yeah, for
solve
me, I
that
want
one.
to know what happened.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all go to court. We won't know what happening. But I mean, I will do law, Alexa. No prosecutor coming forward and bring nothing even to me, and we consider that like that. You know, we'll wrestle.
I can just say we're in a mess.
Yeah, I mean,
To move on, I can just say we're in a
yeah,
mess.
yeah. And for me, the motive behind keeping the man from in the money up to this time, it shows that something other than wanting the truth is the situation. Because
You agree the woman's sick. She been sick.
okay,
And I read my level.
so regardless of the fact is, regardless of the situation, you are a law enforcement agency that's supposed to process the man saying the code, right? The court is there to do all of the thing and decide
so there.
whether the man is guilty,
Right.
whether the man is guilty or not. So keeping the man 4 classes of classes and that, what interest is it in the police? What is the police interest to see the man go to jail?
They want jaded men at all.
And that's what the intent is.
Yeah, they just want several.
That's what the intent is. Yeah, look, in other developed countries where the police are independent, the police not even won't get suspect too more with them because they're playing the work there.
Mhm.
You understand? They're playing the work.
So
So
they
you
still
can't.
here at the court.
They process you. They process you. They send you to court. They process you. They send you to court. After 5 o'clock, they stay at the court. The essence is no insurance company will bring everything because all that time they were keeping saying Johnson there, they were calling insurance company to insurance company. Look, Jerome, and you know you to pay some taxes, you have funny, you do your deal. All kind of build, but at the end, let's just conclude and we'll go to our main topic. Because
Yeah,
I don't want
so-
to keep talking this thing the whole day over and over.
So also, there's a part in here that talks about they're going to have the report from the autopsy in the next 2 weeks or sooner.
Oh.
Right? So- yeah.
Oh, you will have the report from the autopsy in the next 2 weeks.
You don't have.
But you charge the man.
So in case that they talk this,
That the police report said that the police will report. It said in the next 2 weeks the autopsy report will come
Wait,
out.
I want to read directly.
no, me ask myself before you read. So in case that the autopsy report say the man is responsible for.
No, if the autopsy report can say that the death is natural or from
So
seizure.
let's say the man is responsible. So you will change charge
So here it is.
to murder now.
It says a full autopsy report will further clarify the extent of
Well,
tender injuries. Toxicology analysis is ongoing with results expected within 2 weeks
Okay.
or possibly sooner.
Okay,
This is a line in the report from the police.
so it will tell you the level at which the injury was. So the full report will come. But listen, I thought these things should have been concluded
the first.
before you come up because with the autopsy report, it will help it will even help the prosecutors.
It's going to make it easy.
It will even make it easier to say, look, you know what? We shouldn't even charge him for manslaughter. Let's charge him for murder.
Murder.
But I want to say,
You know, let's charge him for this and that and whatever the case is. But let them do what they want to do. My own take is the attempt to keep the man from in the money up to this time before processing him to court is sinister. It is intended to humiliate him, to keep him in jail, and the police should not be interested in for people going to jail. The police should be interested in finding justice for people. And that should be the concern.
but I don't think they're doing well all over. They're even putting a case against them because when you go to the court, the lawyer for Samuel Jackson can say, well, you indicted the man, you charged the man before the
autopsy report.
So that means, like you say,
Yeah.
it's just intentional. They have a motive. And maybe they just want to.
So just to climax this entire
Quick,
thing, okay?
before we go.
Now that this man has been charged with a lot of different things, I think it is 4 or 3 charges. This is the moment for these charges to be proven based on substantial evidence.
Mhm.
So the question is it going to be proven or not? That's where we are. So for me, I'm looking forward to actually seeing, what's going to happen in court and the evidence presented by the Nigerian National Police as well.
It's such. I mean, the thing is such a very interesting topic, and every time we talk something about it, we want to keep considering.
No, let's move forward.
Yeah. Because the very policemen, they did the same nonsense with the capital action case. Alexa, they did the same thing, bro.
I told you this is going to be one of the longest cases.
They did the same thing.
Like, I'm not lying.
The guys went. The guy, the police sent to go testify in the capital action case. They find the objects were lifted in the joint chamber. The way I talk about joint chamber, the object of destruction, the thing what they use to burn it, they were lifted. In the other day, he was the objects were discovered at the speaker parking lot.
Inconsistencies, like.
But the thing happening right now, they always have proof, but when they do not have, they're happening right now to Samuel Twerk.
The Samuel case.
Yeah, they say they have proof.
They can find the records on how the man stole the money, but they say the man stole the position that. Look, I mean, so all the political thing that you're doing, you please stop it. Because at the end of the day, you are ruining the image of these institutions. People should be able to trust the police.
Yeah.
If you create a situation where the police cannot be trusted, I mean, you are not the court. Charge the man. Ain't you finish charging him? Charge the man. Say in the court. Your investigators who did the examination, they will go to court and testify what they saw. On what basis they drew up their charges. You know, but you can keep the man there, tell the point in jail because you want to testify him to who they made you to be crossing their left seat or on Facebook. You know, I mean that doesn't make sense, and I'm not.
Let's just speak on how.
I'm not
No,
going
but I
to.
agree with all of us.
No, I'm not going to give that credence.
I agree with all
No,
of
I don't
us.
want to give that credence. I mean, they probably been insulting more than left seat and right here. Apparently,
Why some people don't want to talk about the law?
somebody want to jail him because look, when he is guilty, let him go to real jail. When someone Johnson is guilty, let him face the full weight of the law. But in the event where you are arranging before the court, under our law, he is assumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of competent jurisdiction beyond all reasonable doubt. Not on the basis of political perception, not on the basis of political differences. You know? So why did you have to keep it from in the morning all the way up to now? Law enforcement and justice, people should be accorded their rights. You can have no justification for keeping the man from in the morning all the way up to now before sending to what they call. What's the motive? What's the intention?
Printer spot are trying to print.
So you see there?
Responsible
Well,
government.
you see that that's the whole motive part of it.
Tom said before, I mean, charge
We're
it
waiting
before.
But let's I think we have this topic sufficiently now.
Yeah.
There is a conversation in town, Jerome, and I want all of you to no one ever text me about what happened yesterday on the show. Yesterday's show, today's show, we're thinking about
New move.
one new discussion. Y'all know our boss man. One thing we know, if you ever get CEO, I will see you out. I will see you. Now listen.
Our general manager.
Now what general manager? Until our order, the boy who you know say that they get free to heaven, I get free to heaven. Anybody who you know that you know. If I go back the owner of free to you, I ain't the owner. When says I the owner, I ain't the owner. Yeah.
One guy we used to look at, the man look inside our so when you look at the man too much, the man won't be. Then they put the people guys and say, no, but they begin talking to himself. Now man say, anybody look at me. And then in your hand, you say, me looking at you.
Now everybody will look at him.
Yeah.
But I mean that's where we are.
Yeah.
Now, let's say this. Let's say this. People look at the other very good.
Just talk to my leader.
So,
He said, I don't want to teach you.
Issue.
No, you know, so I don't want to teach you the video.
now listen, right? There was this conversation in town, and it is very serious. I want you to go there. I just climax, then we go to course. Yeah. So when you go.
No, let prisons go.
I know. I'm saying if it's time for anybody to go, when to go, yeah, go now.
Yeah.
Because when you're feeling.
Okay.
Yeah. So here is the point. The guys are. When I say the guys, I mean the party guys. They are all in the community. You know what? We go to 2029 with cheat. And you know we've been avoiding that conversation. But sometimes when people discussing things, you're not want to talk, it can make them risky. It can make it appear that like when somebody lie on you all day, you say, yo, man, who can listen to that man? Who can listen to that man? That man will be lying until the whole community will believe that nonsense he's saying because you refuse to prove it.
The man been talking.
You know, that's all we're talking, so it be like true. You know, see all the talking to the man, it be like true. These guys are passing around. Oh, CDC could forgive. President, we are got cold heart. It can save for the sake of peace, and so we cheat in 2029, and they will accept the result. You've been hearing it, Jerome and Alexa. For me, I managed to figure out why they are saying it. I managed to figure out too many things. But the bigger question is, why are government supporters, key individuals in government, and to clean it up, they don't spoke figuratively, or maybe he spoke indirectly in context, when he said, CDC were in power, we took it from them. And you know, We in power. Alexander will take it. We who know how to manage power. That's why he said, we who know how to manage power. So with that his statement and other statements those UP supporters been making around that Jonathan Hernandez will cheat this. I just thought for us to have that conversation. Why are they sounding the way they are sounding? Why do they think the only way they can win election is to cheat? And if so, do they have the capacity? Is that going to be the order of the day? What are your predictions? What do you make of that particular perception? Any of you can go first.
Uh, Jerusalem should go 1st.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to say I'm rather disappointed because the people who have in power, I remember the president said he is now focusing on 2029. Rather, he's focused on rescuing the people of Liberia.
Good.
So hearing this from, different people within Unity Party, it is quite disappointing because it seems like they're not really focused on fulfilling their promises to the people of Liberia. Rather, they're now ahead of themselves, they're ahead of their time, and they're now focused on 2029, which is a completely different ball game because that's Liberians against the people who claim to be the highest class in the country.
Mhm.
So it is really, really disappointing. But at the end of the day, Oliver, I think all these things you're saying, it is basically one to instill fear in people who are easily scared and swayed by emotions. So this is not to say you are going to be here and let these things happen. No. And this is also a wake up call, I think, to a lot of the different supporters. I'm not focused on supporters of George Weah or the cities. I'm focused on just people who love this country, people who think that this country is not being governed in the right way it should be, especially it is not going the right trajectory. So honestly, they need a change and they need someone else who would definitely put this country first as always. So it is like Liberians against the people who think they're the bourgeoisies of our country.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, my prediction is it is 100% clear. We were here on Monday. We played, was it Monday or Tuesday? We played the guy who is now the appointed, nominated commissioner of the National Elections Commission. Yeah, Witter. And you listen to how he sounded 2023 when they were in opposition and going to elections, and you listen to how he sounded, and now they're in power. So 100%, I believe these people have intention
Mhm.
to overturn the results, even if it is not in their favor. And I'm saying this without any apology, because how would you have people in power who should be focused on, just the agenda of the day,
Bettering the lives of the people.
bettering the lives of Liberians, and they're not even focused on that. They're disregarded, just addressing different serious issues that are crucial, in making sure this country is progressing. And now they're focused on what is going to happen in 2029, what their intentions are, and how they're going to go to the general elections. It is really, really, it is crazy to me. Darius Dillon, I don't like to talk about him too much because this is a hypocrite. I'm not gonna lie to you. This man is hypocritical. 100%. Whether he spoke figuratively, whether he sounded in a way that was more presented like an idiom or whatever it is, these people are speaking exactly what is in their minds, and they are speaking this to test Liberians. So now I think it is on Liberia to sit back and realize that this is no longer a child's play.
Mhm.
It is no longer a child's play because you have to get, if you are sleeping, you have to get up, you have to wake up. If you're relaxed, you have to stand up. Because this is not about George Weah, it is not about Alex Gomez, it is about you and how these people want to subject you to this thing that keeps going on. Okay? Classism is real. And if you want to know it is real, members of the Unity Party, they display these things every single day. How can you have people who should be talking about protecting the lives of people at the Lofa Solomba border, and if we're not discussing that, they've disregarded the issue of gas price and whatever it is. And now you're talking about election. Why are you even discussing elections at this point? Why are you talking about that? It means you only care about yourself and you don't care about Liberians. So again, you're seeking attention again. You want to get the people to focus mostly on your ambition, your aspiration in this regard, what you're supposed to be doing. This is really sick. And I think Joseph Boakai should call his people to order, but I'm not sure he's going to do so. I'm not sure he's going to do so because a lot is happening, and this president doesn't really give ears to what's happening. Imagine JFK situation earlier today. That's also a major problem because it is clear that you have people there in the emergency room probably, and then you don't have electricity. I don't know, but then maybe they're going to die, right? So these are issues that are to be discussed and handled. These are issues that are to be prioritized. These different sectors before anything happened. I don't know if before Joseph Boakai became president of this country, every little thing that happened, all those things were all attributed to the president at the time, George Weah. They didn't care about being sensitive at all. And now you have them in power to handle all these things because they presented themselves as the best options, the best solutions to many problems Liberia faces on a daily basis. They're here now and they're not focused on addressing these problems. No, they're now focused on 2029 general elections.
Okay.
How can you look us in the faces and tell us that you're here to rescue the people? This is not the time for campaign. When we told you these people are still in campaign mode, I mean, we did not lie to you because they continue to prove this every day. They continue to display that they are in campaign mode every day. This is your moment to govern. It is not your moment to run campaign. That moment is going to get here. And 100% everybody who has some level of political ambition, they're going to have the time to campaign politically. This is not the moment to start campaigning. We're in 2026, April, and we still have issues from 2 years ago when you took over. So, Oliver, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I'm sure that Liberians are going to stand up. It is not about a political party now. It is about Liberians against people who do not mean well for this country.
Okay, Gerald.
And thank you, Princess. Very, very excellent. And I will tap you on the back for 100%. Thank you. And you were saying something, you mentioned something, but it just slipped my mind because all of us said something now I wanted to go through. But, you know, let me just say everything has time. Sometimes you can be beating somebody in the community when you're growing up, and sometimes a person can turn around and start beating you.
Oh, yeah.
So I think with the performance of this government, all of these things are bringing fear to the people who are controlling our country. They are not resting. These are things that they say behind the scenes. And when you know that you are not sure of doing something, you come back and say, oh, we will do this, we will do that one. But, you know, a particular person cannot just be a particular person every time. You can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. If CDC, and we cannot just talk this without measuring the CDC because this is a political, statement.
Anyway, you do election, CDC will be.
Yeah, and CDC
will be a contender.
CDC is the main opposition political party. When CDC moves, the country moves. Sometimes I wonder, I say, well, how Unity Party can win election and the country stays sad. But every time CDC wins, you see the noise, people are happy, all in the community. So sometimes I wonder how the Unity Party people can win election. But it's another day. But the political institution, the opposition, and this is the time, even if the CDC were to sit and say, oh, we'll just sit and watch that the Unity Party government, mess themselves out, let them do what they want to do. But the issue of the appointment of this man, because when somebody want to start a car or when somebody want to start driving, you have to put gas in the car. You have to open the store and go inside and see what's happening. This is the link or the road that the Unity Party folks are taking. They have an agenda. Seriously, these are people who, when you take them from in government, you see them, it's like they were not in government for 12 years. So this is their link of survival. Like we saw when Boakai was in opposition, a man who served the country for 12 years. They say, oh, Boakai is not corrupt. But how can you be working in a country like Liberia, making over 20,000 for 12 unbroken years? In year 13, you not get money to go to hospital. Princess, you get 2,000 like bro, start calling you money, man.
Remember, Mr. Boakai said it was squandered.
No, he was talking about the opportunity. He was not talking about the money he was getting.
That's
It
right.
is squandered.
65 concession agreement only to suitable to our society.
It's a yellow
And at the end of the day, all the
squandered.
chopping. So to conclude, Oliver,
Mhm.
I think with all of the sacrifices, citizens in the diaspora, citizens in the counties, because CDC strength based in the lower people. There are things that the people will do for CDC. They can even do it for their own family. And there are things that they will do for President Weah. They can do for their own, people. So this is the time. If President Weah been saying for the sake of peace, we should tell the United Party people, say, hey, this is the time that you see a different Weah. You will see a different Weah, and we're getting gradually there. So nobody, like Oliver continue to say, nobody in this country, whether you United Party man or you United Party partisan, I will borrow from Oliver. Nobody should say that, hey, if you cheat, people will accept result. You thinking, maybe you're dreaming.
Now, let me say this to our people who will take calls. I said it, and I will say it every day. I will be a part of those who will petition President Weah to contest in 2029. You read my lips, read it very well. IKOK will be part of those who will petition President Weah to run 2029. And part of the things we tell President Weah that will constitute his acceptance is to tell him that we are petitioning you to be the president of the Republic of Liberia and not to accept result. I will include that in the petition statement. Read my lips, and you listen to me very well. Part of the things we put in our petition statement when we petition President Weah in 2029 is to tell him we are petitioning you to stop people's homes from being broken down, from being demolished for no reason, because some greedy people want to acquire properties through their friends in government. We are not petitioning you to do for peace sake. We'll be petitioning President Weah to the illegal money activities that put Liberia in trouble with Guinea, that making our border, our country land to start reducing, and other issues. We petition him to heal the country, to unite the country. When he was president, we saw people from different political parties having jobs in his government. That was a sign of national unity. Today, if you even apply for CDC headquarters when they take a picture, even you're now a citizen, you're in trouble to your working place. That's not a united country. We'll be petitioning. So we're petitioning him to stop to reduce the nonsense happening in the country. We'll not be petitioning him to accept any result from anywhere. And let me tell you why. People keep making mistakes and thinking President Weah is weak. No. People keep making mistakes and thinking CDC is weak. No. Sekou Demande Kone and his own political friends refuse to be considered weak. Jerome, that's why we have Larry people to Jamaica Road Bridge firing mortar, and the mortar shells were landing in Greystone compound because they refuse to be considered weak. Thomas Yaya Nime and his friends from Model refused for the Taylor people to call them weak. And so what did they do? They formed Model capture Buchanan, capture the Southeast. And at the end of the day, we saw Taylor leave this place and went to ESA. These people in United Party should stop provoking people in CDC. When you take over national leadership and continue to infuse suffering, inflict injuries, on the people. When they vote you out, pack your bags and leave. When you promise that you will do away with harmonization, but you continue to pay on the basis of harmonization, and you have refused to even increase the salary you say you're going to increase, when the people vote you out, pack your bags and leave. Stop sounding chaotic drums. People suffering. As we speak, people finding rice to go eat. People crediting cup of rice to go eat. They not get cold. They're looking for bitter, but they not get pepper. That's the kind of condition people living in right now in the country. As we speak, people have their properties they built for their whole life saving. They build on the property. Your government breaking it down with no sense of reasoning, with no compassion, no resettlement, nothing. Your government breaking the properties. Your people in government conniving with land rogues, people who can steal land, and they're demolishing people's properties. People going through pains. When those people go to vote 2029, there is a likelihood they will vote against the government that brought them untold suffering and pain. When they do that, pack your bags and leave. That tendency of you passing around, oh, we're cheap and nothing will happen. Hey, when we're coming up, there is a little boy who you always used to flog. You always used to flog. There is a day you go put sign in your face, you stop in putting your face, it created LEC. You can see good. Keep thinking you can suppress him at 24/7. And the person will remain surprised. And I said this to people. The people who are not in CDC should be very thankful that CDC people are not using their strength. Nobody can cause trouble in the country past decisions. They've been very respectful, they've been very patriotic, and they've been very, very, they've been under the influence of their leader. President Weah said, when I cause trouble. This whole provocation you guys keep doing, you keep pushing President Weah. And that's the message. You keep pushing this man. Let me say this to you. The day President Weah said to sedition, so one of the gathering where you can go in, I say President Weah can't talk. The day he said federal sedition, anybody that you test them, the country will crumble.
And nobody waiting for.
That's what you want him to do? Is that what you want him to do? Or you want the president, you want President Weah to reach to the level of asking his citizens to defend themselves? You know what that would mean? The nonsense Queen Lucinda did to that boy who passed up to Sika, to be Joshua. The nonsense they did to Mumotama in Lofa because of Tifa, and so forth.
And the other one,
and President Weah had decided to say, anybody attack, after the country will run into nonsense. It will become chaotic. And so you guys should focus on building the country. The promise you made to the people that terror will not stay in the street. Focus on it. You, Joe Walker, and your people promise that the marketeers, the young boys and girls, will start to make profit today. The set of police people flocking them all over, beating them, seizing their goods, stealing from them, harassing them. Focus on it. When you refuse to focus on those fundamental issues that brought you to power, and you think you will go lose election and declare yourself, for those of us who support George Weah in 2023, in 2029 rather, we're not protesting when they cheat also. Joe, we ain't getting in the street to protest. Also, Gary come on issue. No. Oh, I beg you, man. So Gary come on issue. I got in the street and bring the how that we know. We're not protesting. We know what we do. So in a spirit of peace and preserving the country, the best thing you want to do is when the people flock you, turn it over.
See election for you there.
No, when they flock you, turn it over. We who are supporting we are in 2029, we will not protest when they cheat. Oh, yeah, no. Record a clip and you keep it. We will not protest when you cheat. No, we're not protest. We're not protest. Who protesting? Look, go issue then go call national security money and again small money and go be more sit on the casino and go eat it. No, we ain't protesting. We're not protesting nowhere in the country. Well, we know what we do. We know what we do. It'll be peaceful, it'll be quiet, but it'll be result oriented. Nobody can steal vote in this country. If you want steal vote, steal the heart of the people. When you want to vote, do that which you promised the people you will do. You promised that you will not fly private jet today to go for the president, you're doing private jet. You promised that the president will not be a luxurious president. Today, the president drives a vehicle, a double vehicle cover the white yard. Worth $1.2 million, 2 cars from Dubai. The boy from there. Luxurious Lexus vehicle. 2 bulletproof. 2 brand new cars were turned over to him by the former government. He said he ain't got time for that one in there. He only used to go bury door in Benji there. When he come out, he joined you 2 brand new bulletproof. How you call Lexus? $1.2 million. A poor president. That's not what you told the people. That's not what you told the people. The people want you to transform their lives and not to bet $10 million property in Lofa in Foya. Instead of you thinking about cheating election, think about selling that property in Foya and better the lives of the people. They brought UP to power to change the situation. You campaign to rescue. Instead of rescuing, you are setting, you sacking people, you tell Liberian people job from the Ministry of Transport and give it to Lebanese, and you say the people will go vote. You will change that result. Now, which country you're governing? You know what UP guy can be thinking and then nothing will happen? The thing when they finish cheating, the people count the rule. Ain't no that girl come on that day. But why girl come on police brutal? I mean, that's why the police are lawless. You know what they're doing? All these things they're doing? Someone put that to go to fight here, get people leave. He is thinking that when he is doing these things, then when it reaches the real point now, when they cheat, and when people count the way, when they count the way, you would just surprise the crowd run away again. No, Alexa, please take this call. No. If you think that's always going to be happening, no, it's not going to happen. No, nobody will do it. Nobody not protesting. Nobody not doing anything. But nobody will see election. The George Weah are going to election 2029. His Excellency George Weah are going to the election 2029. The candidate that we will support that will go to election 2029. They're not that candidate new ever since. That new one. That new GMW. No, it will not cause trouble. You will not do nothing bow. But nobody will steal the election.
And nobody will govern.
Jerome?
Nobody will govern a stealing election government.
Thank you. Nobody will steal George Weah votes. That one I just say, they want you can go sleep with A. Hey, you listen to the radio, you can go sleep. The old man can tell the money and put it in a laptop, no and tie and speakers. Put it in a laptop, no and tie and speakers on your side. Nobody born of a woman, not even widow. Who their son? Not even widow. Not even widow. Oh yeah? Not even widow.
You sit in the community
No.
and you don't want to perform, and you say, "Oh, CDC, you will accept the result," and you see them all do the one, and you see them all do the one, and you see them all do the one.
So let me just say one thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are you so sure that
You will cheat.
yeah, like what are you doing wrongly that you think you're not going to win just in case you're going to elections? We should establish that first, right? Because if
you're not performing, you know
exactly my point. If you're doing the right thing, you don't care about how the election.
Imagine they learn all complaining that you
no
will
more
cheat.
like if you're doing the right thing, you are confident enough to know that you're going to win your elections because you know that the Liberian people are going to go your way again. If you're not doing the right thing, you have to just sit this one out, go to elections. Whoever becomes the winner, that person is the winner. So to start sounding at this very early stage, in other words, to start sounding the way you're sounding, it means you're defeating yourself that you're not doing the right thing.
In 2 minutes before we go to the lines, let me say this to everybody listening. Go to bed. Okay. Remember what we vote 2029, nobody will steal your vote. He himself is aware that nobody can steal his vote. President Weah now win 2023. That's why he's not president. He won 2017. That's why he became president.
If you're not president, you're not president. If you don't win, you don't
Hey,
win. So.
President Weah won 2017. That's why he became president. He lost in 2023. That's why he's not president. In 2029, when the Liberian people vote for him, he will become the president of this country. So instead of you wasting your time to be making films, the country what's matter can still vote.
And we've passed that.
The country where people can go vote. Then you change the result, and not possible. The infrastructure is there. The system is clear. How do you cheat? Oh, wait, now we got 5,890 polling stations in the country, polling places. These are the polling places. I don't want to talk. Make them talk. Oh, we know what will happen. 24 hours after election, we can tell you who. We can tell you how many votes ANC will get. We'll tell you how many votes ANC will tell you how many votes every party will get. The 43 party will tell you all the votes in less than 24 hours. Preliminary results will be announced in this country in less than 48 hours after the final count. And it will not be violation of any law. They widow who they appointed. And the other brother still calculating when you were declaring that UP will win for round. So we will declare who become the winner in 2029 while we are checking. And the results that will be on the tally sheet will be the result you will announce. You announce something different from the tally sheet that neck pool washers and neck polling officers sign. Yes, you announce something different from what the neck people all over the country sign. Bro, you in trouble. There will not be trouble, but there will not be stealing of election. No, that one we can guarantee it. Oh, you think we support a process where you will look at it directly, they cheat you, then you leave it? So you stop it. I'm encouraging Dillon, I'm encouraging Joe Barker, I'm encouraging the rest of the United Party people. The time you take in to keep threatening that you will steal, why you can take that time to work?
It's crazy.
How you be saying that your whole life? You say, I want to steal. Me, I want to steal. Me, I'm stealing, I'm waiting for.
You're not working.
You're not working, but you just praying, God, I want to steal, I want to steal. People can be stealing unless what can happen to them really?
Get caught at the end of the day.
What they can do to them really? They burn them alive. So when you plan to steal, you should get prepared to be burned alive. Like the people they can do the Zogo in real life. But the truth of the matter is, nobody will steal election in the country. The country, nobody can steal election. The country will not allow it. The society will not allow it. The system will not allow it. Because you do not have the capacity to steal. When the people decide to vote you out, they will vote you out massively. Pray God, let the people vote you back. No, pray God, let the people vote you for the second term. And I promise myself, I promise President Weah, I promise everybody. When President Weah go to the election, and we see the result, say, well, it be all again. Huh?
But it happened in 2023.
Oh, yeah. We'll go sit down. No, we will go sit down. The BY again, we'll go sit down. That one is clear. The BY again, we'll go sit down. But when we see our 5,890 polling sheet, the tally sheet, then we'll calculate how the know I get 3, unless I get 4. Austin get 5. Then you turn around, you want to do this and that. Oh boy.
You're not going to
bro. We telling you something bad will happen, but something good will not happen.
You're not going to manufacture new numbers.
No, it's not going to happen. 2029, I mean, that election is special. That election will determine whether Liberia will remain for the 3,000 square miles or it will remain this. That election will decide the fate of this country. You think that election we had 2005? You think 2011 our election? You think 2017 our election? You think 2023 our election? 2029 will be it will be a battle between those who lose their properties. It will be a battle between those who were displaced from their jobs. It will be a battle between those who lost their jobs to Lebanese. 2029 will be a battle between those who lost their professional jobs, not because they are not competent, not because they didn't go to school, not because they don't know their job, but because of their political party perception. So innocent people who don't even know what they call CDC, who not because they were appointed between 2018 to 2023, these bloggers taking the power, then more people change from power from the jobs. You think that man who is independent and you remove only because of the time he entered government. And that's how some CDC men they had like this government who not in politics. So you go to one guy, Joe. One guy they get in politics, maybe they get a job or she's just resign. Then you bring the guy because they get party. Then you bring the guy, you make the guy something like accounting the Home Ministry. They cannot see this guy. But because you are cool 2021, you appointed her, You Bangladesh, the way I'm going to get from power, for example.
Yeah.
You think that guy in 2029, who she's going to vote for? That based on a wrong identity, you persecuted her.
And even some people that voted for you, you move them.
You moved them from power.
And life is
And those people will vote against you.
life is
Like the
interest.
guy from the Ministry of Transport.
You took food from the man, the man will take food from your mom. If that happens and you say you will cheat,
You got out of your country.
we say it can happen.
We want to see.
We won't see it.
Hey, Oliver, you shake my hand. I want to get you to see that. She said, "Jerry,
Oh,
say it
Yeah.
again,
we say it can happen. We won't see it. We won't see it.
She said,
Nothing.
I say it can happen.
We just won't see it.
That's why I like it. I let her talk.
No, we say it can happen.
I said,
Jelon, we say it can happen. We won't see it. Just try it.
Dylan is looking for
No,
something.
just try it.
you know what I told me?
Is
Let's
not,
go take
You know
calls.
what I told me?
uh,
That's why it's telling you it can never.
Let's go take calls, bro. Let's go take calls.
But
Quick,
before
quick.
you take one, they're
That
about
was
to
5
do
minutes.
their scene breaking again through alleyway.
No,
where is next?
we'll talk about all of them. No, leave
I
it.
just,
We'll talk about that. We'll come here next week.
you know, go on with
We not say it can happen, but we won't see it.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Simon.
Okay, so let's go and take few calls, then we call it a day on today's edition. Let's go. 865-101-0776-104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. My name is Klein, Jerome is here, Alexa here also. Let's go and talk to those of you who are on. Okay, those of you who are on the lines, let's go and talk to you quickly. Where is this order from? 086-500-104-0776-104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. The first person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Go ahead, sir.
For security reasons, I want to call my name is Akan.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I support you 100%. The president, we are 2029. But I'm not the place that I got information yesterday. I'll go to open and straight to the what you're talking about.
Okay. No problem, man. No problem. Trust me, nobody can see one vote in the country. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
We're good, Chief. Let's hear you.
I just want to do that. This conversation to be our life. We are very everything from our blood, our tears, our property. So there is to the party. I can't share whatever. You can never divide.
They will never drink. They can never drink.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. If you want to go win your election at the ballot box, you think you're still election? You gotta go do something else. Let's go and talk to other people. Who is this other caller? Quick. Let's hear you. How are you? How you doing?
Who is Joseph? Joseph Digger. I'm calling from the Salabit Market.
Jared Market, go ahead, Joe. Let's hear you.
Anyway, the usually part of people when they see that, the lines that are very short. I could be in a traffic city of city election. It's not possible. So we're looking at there. I feel talk about city election to allow we need to research to allow your quest. Then we get to know.
Okay, thank you very much. Be stealing people money and breaking their house and think you're still election and they will look at you. Go ahead, this person. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, let's hear you.
This is Mr. Gary. What I would say is 2029, we protect our food. When we protect our food, we are all got the strength. If you like it, look, you like it before the leader to be the election commissioner. But with my own election, and I protect my food, and you tell me that it's easy for you, we will start from there. Before we leave, before any of our African, we start from there.
Okay.
We protect our food. We can put it out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's go and talk to this person from the US. Go ahead, quickly. 1 minute.
Yes, however, this is J. Randy.
Go ahead, Randy. Quickly.
I listen to you guys, and I don't want you guys to panic. This government has already defeated itself. The defeat comes from the fact that what they promised they are not even able to defeat their own promises.
Mhm.
So what they're doing now is they are going into panic mode, intimidation mode. Darius Dillon is almost like the guy they call Lucy Grant in America here from South Carolina. He doesn't know what he wants for himself in life. Even his position is irrelevant right now because he knows he's not going to win again. So he goes out there and want to gain favor from the Unity Party people. But he knows that they don't even care for him because Boca has been a chewing gum for Dillon in the past. And Boca knows that.
Okay.
On the issue of President Weah need to be very strategic. I understand on your chat as saying that he need to respond, but this time for our time, he need to be very strategic how he present himself. But the winning power is on CDC side. You shouldn't worry about that. Just continue doing what you guys doing. You guys will be defeated. When it comes to technology, what Americana did last time, trust me, Oliver, and you know my capability, Oliver. Let God just permit us to see that 2029, you guys are going to see the best technology that will ever be producing like for that result.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Randy Dapo. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, okay. I got told you I don't want to call my name. But then I will leave the record here just to try the other machine when we are be. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right here. Let's talk to the other person. Hello. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Please leave your radio. We're getting feedback.
Yeah. Okay.
Better. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you joining from?
I'm joining from 17 Broadway.
Go ahead.
Okay. Somewhere we don't talk to over there, but we are waiting for the 2029, and we are preparing for it because Unity Party people taking the power with nothing, so the power with the red blood, and somehow we are preparing ourselves for 2029.
Okay.
Because Mega be talking here with you. If you implement something yourself, you must prepare yourself.
That's right.
So why Unity Party can be depending on the city with you, and that thing will prepare the way, and we pray God to see that thing.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's hear you, ma'am. Quickly, no time.
Okay. Well, thank you for the discussion we had for yesterday. I want to say something. I know how to play working on with her. Then you point yourself. He Joseph Waka. Well, they try to get with the so baby we answer we have to go and first of all. We are not our people in a table. Africa Flomo and speaking they are living on the old but now I speak in this way one more to rattle in a family. When you go to something I'm a family. Then we are left out with something. But we dare anybody to still our result. We will baby we answer and first of all.
We leave you right there. Yeah. If you don't want trouble, don't see the blue result. I will support anything. Good evening. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. Washington, that's not from different.
Go ahead, Washington.
No, to one nigga, I put it down to the United States. So the only thing first that is really happening to make it so the people can be carried to their hair photo. That's not the making. That's not their mother anger. People get for this thing, they don't know. They don't be speaking once here. When we're going to put in person and try our result. After everything we know we win now, we don't say we don't win. Once here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Hello.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. I'm from Conway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The problem that work look for, they will get it. When a world, if you see people is firing somebody, then they take their phone and they come in. Who has that gun? You not see it?
Yeah. We saw that in plenty.
All right.
Okay.
They will get it. They will see it. They see it, but they will see it. That's right.
We leave you right there. The people say when you try to vote, they will react, and I support them. You got no right to steal your vote. This person, go ahead, quickly. Let's hear you. Go ahead, patient.
Okay. What you saying is true. Let me say this to President Weah. President Weah, If you're not prepared,
No. Don't go that route. Don't go that route, Becky. You prepare for president. We are. Go ahead. Let's say how are you?
nobody can who said this person.
Man, Sisi, go ahead. Let's hear you.
On this show, every money they put their ball. So I want to Andrew. I want to go for a minute. When my pressure boy put me money in the Andrew to Johnny at the festival. I will put our ball. Don't do that to the function. Don't put that to us. I'm 3 years in my pressure was going to be messy. I'm telling you the 1 4 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man, Sisi will leave you right now. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
How are you?
We are great, my dear brother.
How are you, Elijah? The only thing I will tell you is that it may attract anything. That's a race election. Even that local district, what I know about it. All those things they're doing, they only doing it for 2029. What I want to say that somewhere in Liberia, there will be no election.
Then there will be interim government. Then there will be interim government who care about the election in nothing. Then I beg you. I don't even try that one. Let's go to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you, sir. Quickly.
Come up with chairman.
Go ahead.
As it may sound reckless and so childish, on the side of the law and the unity party, they are testing the water. Let's step. What is happening here when we had capital impact? We heard somebody saying at a major center we want our regime figures, our own regime figures. What happened? The actors made their phone and threat. I don't want from businesses. We give the name of businesses before the business. Let us try to tell you everybody I want to break the law, there is no consequences.
Okay.
When you get 1 inch, we're going to take 1 inch. Let us turn it down.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll choose our battle wisely.
Okay.
Hello, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you. We'll take 2 more and we'll go home.
Capital election. You know what capital said I'm the Amos Andrew or whatever. Andrew is there that if you wait this election or you did the angel from heaven without this guy, they don't call me what they appointed. So you like I said, Joseph Makaleke will bring the West capital Waka to be the mission. But the angel from heaven will not say that me. Thank you very much. The actors without calling for PhD.
We'll leave you right there. We'll leave right there. Let's talk to the person. We'll talk to one more, then we'll go home. Hello?
Hello, Kai.
Go ahead. You're the second to the last caller.
Thank you. Let me say hello to Sir Alexander and Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
The official spokesperson with the Venezuela movement. Our unit people is doing selective justice. And this is wrong for our country. What we want to tell them is that whoever they put there for time of 2029, and that state election, the person will all around weekend, the vote will be protected well. And man, caveat to the CZ, because what I say CZ is that the bigger political party, and CZ is not ready to protect the people vote. Then they leave it. Because we have a good man, he's willing, I got to lead the country, I got to take the country forward. But some people are running, they don't want to do well for the country. If they want to protect the people vote and make good things for the people. And then if they go, come on, say there is that all thing that go on, CZ is not talking. When you're not talking, when you tell about that, something you do, the people are struggling to bring in power.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's talk to the last person. Go ahead. Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you for your talking for the afternoon. I appreciate you for a lot. So one of the things we always say, when you put your down in platform, I appreciate you for always say the good game for the country. The other way, sometimes and then someone else to that point for just in the current transition of the other country. I tend to be corrected. For the opposition, they are the minister of the government. So they get you see well planned for the government. The government will all the together where we are taking up. The government on the right, I just the way the government is talking moving on the left path. Do not be able to see the representative what you are talking about. In this, these are the things we can tell you for. Sometimes you just can go into the discussion, with the limited time.
But man, you speaking nonsense. Clap for yourself. You speaking nonsense. Go ahead, Jerome. I'll go home. I mean, clap for yourself. Okay, then I want you to clap for you. You speaking nonsense. Pitijala, how are you talking?
And let me tell you, I appreciate the responses from the people. It tells you
That,
how
that guy is fighting. He's aware of what coming. So look. We were not threatening nothing in the country. We're saying you want the cat to eat the fish, tell the damn fish not to smell. Go ahead.
And let me just say this: there are times that people can say, "Oh, your market or your parking store." It can reach to a point where they say, "That's what my children doing." Honorable you.
Okay.
You said it other day, Oliver.
Okay.
Yeah. They say, that's what my children doing.
Hey.
Honorable you.
President, we have vote.
Yeah.
We have vote. If you didn't vote, go Ghana.
And
inauguration will send for him.
We know what we say here because all of us here can have some behind the scenes conversation.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody should be afraid. The same election that took Waka and his people in government, that same election
if they win, they win.
Any attempt.
If they win, they win. If they lost, they lost.
Well, yeah.
Nothing can happen.
Okay, so Samuel Jackson is back at South Beach, by the way. That's an update.
Okay.
But I'd just like to say this. You're going to school and you have different courses to study. You refuse to study.
But you won't.
And you went to school to write your exams and you failed, but then you want to have an intention to do something else that will make you to pass. If you don't study, you'll fail. All the thing I get to say. So all the thing that you're doing, I hope you're studying.
Okay, so we'll go home. We'll return here next week by the grace of God on this radio. And I've been clear. We've been clear with you. Don't cheat. Because we're not lucky. You're not lucky. Your children are not lucky. Our children are not lucky. The whole country will not lucky.
The food that we are getting people 2023 are poison food.
What? Explain that to you.
The food that we are getting people 2023.
Liberians take things literally.
Oliver, and you are here how we are getting to them. Say you're winning.
Oh, to give the election.
That poison food.
No, so I mean, difficult tax.
What I'm saying,
to run the country was. I mean, they were eating it easily.
Yeah.
And
have food running their stomach.
You know,
President talking
remember what this is, water pipe you need washing every day. It's not true. So that no fuel can be done to pump the water either. But that's why it is. Let's go home. We'll return here on Monday. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you and bye-bye.